Welcome, DKM Plus Boxing Channel. Right, guys, let's get popping. So tonight we have on Jordan Gayle and his wife from MAFS coming onto the live. As you know, there's a huge fight about to take place. February the 9th. That's on Friday. We've got Jordan Gayle, who was meant to be fighting Luke Worley on DKM Plus Boxing Promotions. He is now about to fight TikTok sensation, I should say, Nathan Armstrong. And this fight is going to be lively. It's going to be lively, this fight. I expect it to be a war. Neither guy can afford to lose. And if you do lose, you may as well crawl underneath a rock. Because that's how it works around here, you know? These guys have got followers. They've got followers to protect. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm going to get these guys on. I'm looking forward to having a chat with them. Pop your questions in. And let's see what they got to say. Let me just get them on. Yes, Mr. Mr. Gayle.
I've got Erica. She's currently sat next to me, but she's not quite ready to come on yet.
Fix my lipstick.
She's got to do girl things.
As you do. How are you, man?
Good. Just mentioned to you on text message there. Just been super busy.
Mate, same here. Like I know it's probably a different level for you at the minute because you're fight week and you got training and you're juggling a lot of stuff. I can imagine.
Yeah, like the thing is obviously new to fighting, but not only am I fighting, but like headlining at the O2 Indigo. Like there's a lot of things that need to be done promotional, like wise. Obviously it's on YouTube, like pay-per-view, so like trying to like push that as well, and like it has been really busy. But trying to stay focused, trying not to let like the busyness like stress me out and stuff.
I know.
But
stay cool.
I'm actually really looking forward to like the day of the fight where I can just focus on fighting and just that's it and just nothing else.
Yeah, absolutely. Just try and relax and enjoy it, I'd say, because I mean we've got press conference tomorrow, we've got fight day Friday. You know, we're doing this live now just to and I'm really grateful that you've got the time to get on here, you know, in your busy schedule and address the fans. And, you know, it's an absolute touch. We've done a face-off together, you know, let alone all your other stuff.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, amazing. Absolutely amazing. So how's camp been going?
Yeah, well, again, it's been really messed up, obviously, camp. Yeah. Like, there's almost been like two little mini camps. Obviously started off thinking I was going to fight Luke, training for a couple of weeks, and then obviously that fell apart. That fell apart, and then obviously the second half of the camp, with like 2-3 weeks in between, not knowing what was going on, had obviously a couple of weeks training here, so in London. But yeah, it's been disturbed, been messed up, but I don't know.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, and I think that's the thing. Like, I feel like my training camp and our abilities might be very similar, but I feel like it's whoever handles the big stage the best, and I feel like I'll handle it so much better than he does. Yeah. So.
Well, you made it. Listen, actually, let's just start for the fans that are just jumping on. So my name's Wesley Gunman Graham. I'm a former fighter and champion on the show. I'm now a presenter and I'm going to be commentating on the fight. And obviously this is Jordan Gayle and his wife, Erica Roberts. He was due to fight Luke Worley. Luke Worley was basically pulled out of the fight by the promotion due to safety reasons. And now Jordan Gayle is fighting TikTok sensation Nathan Armstrong. And now the fight is about to take place on the 9th of February, so in a couple of days' time. So it's on Friday. And, you know, we're just now having our sort of our last parts of preparation for the big fight. So I'm just filling everyone in so everyone sort of knows what's been happening and where we are at with it, especially for people, because I've seen people saying, when's the fight, who's he fighting, and all that stuff, guys. So I'm just filling everyone in, if that's all right. So Jordan made an unbelievable gesture that if we get to 10,000 pay-per-view buys, then he will donate, and DKM Plus Boxing Promotion will donate £10,000 to charity. What charity is that going to, Jordan?
So like half of it would go to a mental health charity, whether that's specifically men's mental health or just mental health, like, you know, men or women, like they both suffer with mental health.
Yeah.
And obviously I've suffered with it myself, so that's something really personal to me. And then also some sort of like cancer charity. Obviously there's loads about, like, once we hit 10,000 buys, then I can start reaching out to charities and picking which ones I want to go to. But I know half of it to a cancer charity, half of it to a mental health charity.
Yeah, absolutely lovely. That's an amazing gesture. Erica, how are you feeling? Any nerves?
I think right now I'm excited.
Yeah.
Like at this moment in time, I'm excited. Kind of just ready for it all to be happening there. I think the build up is, I don't know, there's a lot going into it, and I feel like Jordan's been trying to plan a lot as well, which has been quite stressful. Like obviously like pushing it out, speaking to press, trying to get them involved, trying to make the event as big as it can be, whilst also training. I think it's obviously been tough, but yeah, I'm quite excited. I think on the night I'll be absolutely dreading it. I'll probably not be able to watch.
Jordan's learning like that. It's a life of a pay-per-view fighter, my friend. You got to do we've got to do all the media.
But yeah, that's it. But the thing is, just been a messy one. Like, obviously, any other fight would be more plain sailing than this one. Like, the fact it's change of opponent, so like short notice. It's just been a messy one. So I just think that this will be, for many reasons, my toughest fight because it's my first one, but also the most stressful, just with the way everything's happened. I think after this, it'll be much more plain sailing and much easier for me.
You've handled it. You've handled it well. You've handled it really well, I think.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it might not have felt like it. Like, obviously, I had to stay quiet for a long time. It was really stressful, really like frustrating. I didn't know if I was fighting or not. I didn't know who I was fighting. That was really frustrating. And I feel like January is just a really like shit month for everyone. Everyone, like, January feels a bit down.
Yeah.
And the fact that it got ripped away from me just before, like just after Christmas, I all of a sudden I found out that Luke wasn't fighting, and I was like, so then like January, it was almost like just a really bad month for me. Like I did feel really like down, and I had that the hope that the fight would still go ahead, and the hope that I'd still be able to fight the O2 and stuff. But just not knowing that, and it being January, like it was a tough period, and that's why fight night and fight day will be like my favorite day of the whole thing, because it's like it's here. I can just relax. Me and Erica can chill in the hotel.
Yeah. I've seen your hotel, by the way.
Yeah.
Where was my invite? That's unbelievable.
Well, yeah, obviously we're staying in a nice hotel, fight night, and that's what I mean. Like, that'll be my favorite day. It's almost like we have a reason just to probably just lay in bed and watch Trigger Point, the series we've been watching at the moment.
Is that good? Is it?
Yeah, it's good. And ironically, it's probably a good show to watch before fight night, because
I don't know, is it?
Yeah, because it's basically about like bomb disposers. Like the police go out, there's a bomb that people are trying to kill people, and they've got to like, you know, neutralize this bomb to save lives. So the pressure they're feeling, and like how they've got to stay calm in the most stressful and pressurized situations, is pretty much what I've got to do on fight night. Like everything will be running through my mind, but at the end of the day, he's just another man that's going through the exact same emotions I am, terrified, with a pair of boxing gloves on. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that's what I've got to tell myself, that it's just about managing the nerves, and I feel like that's what
You've got to enjoy it.
You've
just got to enjoy it. Yeah, I mean, I've boxed main event where you're about what you're about to do. I main evented at O2 in April last year. I've done exactly what you're about to do, and you just got to enjoy it. You know, you got to enjoy the fact it's surreal. You're going to walk when you walk into the dome. The whole journey, you just got to enjoy it. You just have to. Are you proud of America?
Yeah,
you must be proud of him.
I am. Like, even when I was watching his like sessions and stuff, like it does. I'm like, oh, like I am just so proud of how much like hard work and dedication he's really put into this, and like found something that he's genuinely passionate about and wants to do. And like I can tell from the way he gets his head punched in sometimes in the gym. I'm like, you must enjoy this. Like you have to love what you're
Not so
doing.
much that side of it.
But to keep getting back in the ring and to keep like doing what you're doing, I feel like you have to love it.
Has he come home with a few bumps and bruises?
Yeah,
You don't have to give any injury news
day.
away, but
He had a black eye every day. Every time I looked at him, I was like, oh, I was like, are you okay?
Do you know what? Other than the fact that it's making me improve, which is worth getting punched in the face, the other thing that makes it worth it is that Erica will be like, oh, and
like so nice.
Yeah,
really nice.
she'll just look after me, and that's quite nice. So
I think he milks it though. He's like,
oh yeah, of course he does.
All it takes is a few punches to the head, and then she'll yeah. No, but actually, like Erica's been amazing throughout the whole thing. Like, obviously, like everyone knows like how good she is towards me, but well, they don't. But like she is, and like just her supporting me like through all this stress, like of not knowing if I'm fighting and stuff, and like obviously, yeah, it's just we're in this together, and it's been stressful for Erica as well. Like, you know,
no,
so
you're a lovely
couple.
Nice. You're a lovely couple. I met you both, and you're a lovely couple, and it's good to see. Erica, is he coming in like, oh, my leg's hurting? Can you pass the remote control, please?
You know what? You know what's actually funny? Like, it was like your first week of like intense training when you come back from camp. He'd like come back and I'd like jab him in the sides. He'd be like, oh my god, don't do that. I'm like, you need to be on it. Like you're meant to know when I'm coming to jab you. Like you need to know this.
Yeah, that was very.
Were you piercing his defense way too easy for your own liking?
Well, it was because we were just walking around a shopping centre and she just jabbed me out of nowhere, so I wasn't exactly expecting it.
Right.
But,
you got to be on your toes. Oh, you got to keep your guard up at all times.
You got to be prepared at all times.
Keep your guard up at all times is what they're saying. So how have you found it taking hard hits, Jordan?
Well, I was just about to say, yeah, that was very early on in training camp. So that was like when I was like learning what it felt like to get punched like in the body and to the head. And I think body shots are worse than headshots. Like I've not really been stung by a really good like shot to the head, but I've been hit by like a really good body shot to the liver, and I felt what it feels like. Yeah, your whole body shuts down. And like it's just a really weird sensation that you can't really explain unless you felt.
What's been the worst part of training for you? What do you hate?
I don't hate any. I don't think I hate anything. Like say, like not getting punched in the face.
Who likes running?
Yeah,
I think you don't mind running.
Who likes running?
I fucking hate it, but I think you don't mind it.
I think what it is I think the idea of it is horrible, but then when you get going, you can kind of like stay in that mental state, and then it gets easier. I think you just got to. But again, no one likes it. It's not fun. Like no one likes getting up early and going for a run, or no one just likes going for a run and pushing themselves to the limits. But it's the feeling after that you just get through that, and then the feeling after once you've done it, that's what makes it worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, listen, you've got to keep your eye on the ball because I know that you want to go back and get Wally. I mean, we all know you want to go back and get Wally. Yeah. But you've got an opponent that's hungry, and he's got nothing to lose, really. You know, if you knock him out in round one, he can just go back and start doing a couple of TikTok posts, and no one will ever remember him. You've got a bit more pressure on you, you know. So he's got the opportunity to he's coming to win and take them, you know, upset the apple cart. So just keep your eye on the ball, and we really hope that you can, you know, give it your all because I think everyone wants to see that Wally fight.
Yeah, you know what? Like, and again, like I know that he wants to beat me, so then he can like either fight Luke or something, or fight someone else, But I just know that, and that's even though like me and Nathan, I didn't really know much about the guy until like 2 weeks away, and obviously since he put it on me in the gym and stuff, like I think everyone thinks he's a bit of a clown. But the thing is that. It's not even about him. It's just about someone's trying to stop me doing what I'm trying to do. And what I'm trying to do is make this a regular thing. I'd like to try and fight every 3-4 months. I'd like it to be Luke next. And then, like, you know, someone else. Like, do you know what I mean? I want to build it and see how far I can take it. And at the end of the day, if I lose against Nathan, then it's not going to be very far, is it? And then I've got to
No,
look to
no.
do
You
something
can't
else.
keep.
So yeah.
Yeah, you got to win and get momentum. Erica, how's his diet been? Are you having to cook like a meal for yourself and a separate meal for him?
Well, to be fair, you might have seen some of our cooking videos on TikTok and Instagram. this man gets cooked for like
She
the
does-
fucking king, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I make
some of
some
the
well good meals.
Oh yeah, some of the basically following you just makes me hungry. Some of the plates of food I see.
Yeah.
You do get fed well.
Yeah, like to be fair, and as well, I've not actually had to diet because I've not had to cut weight.
No.
So I'm fine at 175 pounds. Believe it or not, this is what annoys me. Like before doing the show, I probably was like 13 stone 7. But I've lost like a stone, and I think it's mainly muscles, which makes me sad.
I don't know stones to kilos. Was that like 86?
I was like 82, just over 82 kg, and now I'm like 78.
All right.
But so like,
86,
but
okay.
I'm naturally around 175 pounds, so I'm not having to cut to make weight.
Yeah.
So I've not had to
Beautiful.
I've not had to have a strict diet.
Yeah.
So I've not had to watch my portions, but we do eat well because she cooks a really nice meal. Like,
how you find it with Erica when she's on the sauce and you can't have any? Like, you know what I mean? You go out to the Debenhams party and the Prosecco comes out.
Yeah, that's it. That's
and you got to get the Perrier water.
That's it. But the thing is, I don't mind it. I'm not like
a big drinker.
I'm
like,
not.
He's never been a big drinker, even like during the show and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just a bad influence.
That's it. Like, I've always found it easy just not to drink alcohol. It doesn't.
You don't get drunk though. That's the thing. Like, there's no point in him even drinking alcohol unless he's like. I think I've seen you really drunk once on the show when you went crazy on like a liter of vodka. But apart from that, like you don't really get drunk.
No, I don't. It's weird. Like, even though I don't drink much, when I do drink,
so it's kind of pointless him even drinking. Like, it would just be a waste of calories. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
How's the build up been for you, Erica? With the whole Wally pulling out, sometimes some people are saying, it's negative things that your husband's doing in terms of fighting in the first place. I don't know. Has there been anything in the build up? How's it been for you? How's it been for you?
I feel like obviously Luke pulling out was frustrating. Like, and just not knowing what was happening was the worst part because obviously we was looking forward to it. Like, I know that you really, really wanted the fight to happen, and I think you'd put in a lot of work and a lot of effort for it to happen. So again, it was just a bit like a bit gutting. And then I think before that, when Luke and Jordan were supposed to be fighting, and obviously there was quite a bit of like negative press around it, and people had a lot of things to say that like us being affected by violence, and are we like, I thought we were so scared and whatever. And I think that was the most frustrating thing to hear, because the fact that people are that small-minded to think that a professional sport is the same as someone banging on your door and trying to attack you, or domestic abuse, like that kind of stuff. Like, it was just like there's a very fine line, and I feel like people were definitely crossing that line, because they're not similar in any way, shape or form. Like, one is literally like an organized, supervised sport. There's a ref. You know that, like, you know what you're getting yourself into. And like, I think when people experience abuse, they don't exactly they don't want that, you know.
It's the stigma of boxing as well sometimes, right, Jordan? Because people will go, he's in having a boxing fight, it's barbaric. But you know what? If you said, we're going to do a bit of taekwondo, no one would even bat an eyelid. You know what I mean? Like,
even if he was like, I'm going to go do I'm going to go play a football match, people would be like, oh my god, like, or I'm going to go do rugby, which is obviously a bit more like bit more violent than like football, and it's more hands on. People would be like, all right, crack on.
Yeah, fine. But listen, I'd say this is true, right, Jordan, right? If you've ever been smacked in the face with a cold football before, I think that hurts more than the punch, personally.
Because you don't see it coming. They always say, like,
when you get a football bang in the face, or in the ganguly, you're in agony, or you clash knees with someone in football or something. Like, I actually think with boxing, it looks worse than it is in there.
But
Don't you think?
do you know what though? I think boxing humbles you so much. For example, right, how many guys walk around the streets thinking, "Oh, I'd take him, or I'd fight him, and I'd beat him up," or until you realize there's levels to boxing, and you could. I've been getting beat up by like 14-year-olds, 13-year-olds in the gym. Do you know why? Because you've been boxing like 8 years,
Yeah.
and they've had an early growth spurt, so they may be like they're skinny, but they know how to throw a punch. They know how to dodge a punch, and you can't hurt someone that you can't hit. So it really humbles you. And if these guys have been boxing 8 years, you realise that you're not all that you think you are. And I feel like boxing, like, it's not just trying to beat someone up. It really humbles you. It really teaches you discipline. And it gives you, like, I feel like I'm a respectful person anyway, but it does make you just, I can't explain it, but you don't walk around thinking that you could beat anyone up, regardless of this. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those things that it just, I think it adds. I don't get people that don't just see it as negative, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. I've said this to you already a few times, but for the new people on the live, I think the benefits in boxing far outweigh the negatives. Boxing saves more lives than it takes by miles in terms of benefits, mental health, your physical health, your fitness. You're probably eating pretty clean. You're not like on the booze. We can't be not in fight weight or anything, and you're taking life seriously. And you're walking around right now probably feeling the best you've felt in a long, long time. So it's great. So listen, I've got a quick quiz for you because we're not going to keep you too long. As I said, I really appreciate you guys coming on. You know that. I don't even need to say that. I always enjoy connecting with you guys. So you know that. So I'm just I won't keep you much longer. I know we've got a busy schedule. I'll probably see you tomorrow anyway.
Yeah, no, you will be.
In Clapham as well. So look, quick quiz. We're going to have a quick quiz, okay? Quiz time, okay? So I'm going to ask a couple of questions to both of you. You can only say one thing, okay? Right? So this is for Erica first. Gym or shopping?
Shopping.
Yes.
You didn't even have to think about that.
That's easy for her.
All right, then, Jordan. This is for you then. Fury or AJ?
Fury. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty much wearing a lot. I'm wearing a gypsy.
I know. That was
Every day.
all right. Yeah, I didn't see that. Yeah. Your top was coming up today. I didn't see that. Fooled me there. All right, then, Erica. One for Erica. Yeah. Fry up or roast? Oh, she doesn't have to think.
Absolutely.
You've got a wife who knows what she wants, Jordan.
I do. Yeah.
Roast all day, every day. Is it?
Yeah.
All right,
you can't beat a bit of gravy, Yorkshire puddings. Oh, it's so good.
Eubank or Ben, Jordan?
You're on about the Suns, aren't you?
Yeah, the Suns. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. If the Suns,
what is that? So whatever feel you say. Whatever
it's
you
got to
want.
be.
Don't overthink
it's
it.
Got to no. Yeah. It's got to be the Eubanks.
All right. I like that. All right, Erica, you like this one. MAFS or Love Island?
MAFS.
Yeah, we're watching All Stars at the moment, though. I have to watch that every.
Yeah, I do force him.
You know, it's Jordan. She wasn't so fast at answering that one.
Yeah. Well, honestly, like
it was
we have to watch. We have to watch. Yeah, the All Stars is on, and we watch it for an hour of my life. I get my brain's numbed. But maybe it's a good distraction.
Yeah, good distraction.
So I don't mind.
It's easy watching. All right, then, Jordan. Last couple. Overhand right or uppercut?
What do I think I'm gonna? In terms of, am I gonna land it on Nathan or
however you interpret it? Overhand right or your uppercut?
Do you know what? I'm gonna say uppercut as well.
You gotta go uppercut. All right then. Here's the last one for you then, Erica. All right.
I like these questions.
I love these as well. I'm enjoying this. Paul Libber or Bob Voicey? Doesn't need to be the fight result.
Paul. Oh my god! I thought you said something about a liver.
Paul Libber.
Yeah, got you. Paul, of course.
Paul or Bob?
Paul.
Do you know what? I'm going to say at the press conference tomorrow, but
I got to respect.
Can I ask you
the
same question?
Paul.
Yeah, no, definitely Paul, because I'm going to say this at the press conference as well. Paul's going to steal the show.
There's
and 100% he is. He's going to steal the show because one, he's a boxer and like he's talented, and obviously I don't know Bob.
Yes,
and
Tasha.
Yes.
I don't wish any bad on Bob, but I think he's going to get seriously beat up on Friday night. And I think Paul will win in style. I think he'll win easily, and then I think he'll go into the misfit scene. I think he'll clean up on misfits. I think in the influencer world, because I know Paul, the kind of person he is, and obviously he's skillful. He'll do really well. He's going to do really well in influencer boxing, and I think that he'll clean up in misfits. I think yeah. I think all these influencer boxers, the best at like the ones at the top, they're the best of a bad bunch. Well, Paul's not he's not bad. He's already good. So
We've got Tasha saying, "I'll fight Bob's girl."
yeah.
But
I love
Tasha,
that.
people was wanting to see me and Tasha in the ring together.
I know. I saw this little rumour. I saw this little rumour. Would you ever fight Erica?
No, babes. These nails cost too much. I will not be doing that.
No chance. All right. That was another quick fire answer. Did you notice that? All right then. What about this? One for Erica. Last one for you. Nathan Armstrong or Luke Worley?
What for someone for Jordan to fight, or just
Interpret as you wish. It could be fighting. It could be your best mate. It could be whatever.
okay? Well, we're not going best mates here, but if I had to pick who I wanted Jordan to fight on Friday, it would be Luke.
All right.
Because he should have
What
stuck to his word. So
about if you had to go for dinner with one of them? You had to.
if I had to, it was going to have to be Nathan then, because I'd end up throwing my plate at Luke. So
Sorry, Jordan. I've got to put her on the spot here.
No, it's the thing.
She's answering my questions too easily.
The thing is like obviously Nathan's had to put it on me and stuff, and you know, like with Nate, like again, like the thing is with me, I feel like the pressure's. I am not feeling really relaxed because losing to Luke, I couldn't think about. I'm going to beat Nathan, but it's just the pressure's not there. Like like I feel so relaxed.
Yeah.
Because Nathan hadn't said the things like Luke had said and all this kind of stuff. And don't get me wrong, Nathan in the build up to the fight had been like he's acted a bit
of a clown.
Yeah. But
well, he's trying to get under your skin, isn't he? Because he needs to. He's the one that, like I said, got nothing to lose. He's the one that, the B-side fighter. You were main event. He's coming in, and he's kind of trying to make some noise and piss you off a bit, and get under your skin and get in your face a bit. He's just trying mind games, but it's good. It's entertainment. And that's what the fans like seeing, It's a bit of fun as well, I think.
Yeah.
He's a good guy, and you're a good guy as well.
Yeah, like obviously Nathan's acting a bit out of order, but I know why he's doing it. Whereas like with Luke, I didn't know why he was doing the things he was doing. He didn't need to do that. Even if we're going to fight and we don't like each other, he didn't need to do what he was trying to do. And, like, even though I want to fight Luke, if I do fight him, I know that it's going to bring that kind of stuff. Yeah. So even at the end of the day, even if, like, I never fight Luke, I've kind of beat him without having to fight him because he didn't turn up. I've turned up. So I don't need to fight him anymore. And sometimes I think, you know what, is it worth the potential stress it could cause Erica? Like maybe not. So even if Luke's never brave enough to fight me, maybe there's some positives to it.
Yeah.
But obviously we've got to go in a minute. But it has been really good talking to you.
I've got literally 2 more questions. So
that's fine.
The final questions are one for Erica, one for you, Jordan. So Erica, what have you got to say to a final message for his opponent Nathan Armstrong for Friday from you, please?
From me? Oh, I've got it. Nathan, listen up, right? If you break my man's nose, I'm gonna have to break your nose because this little nose here, it better come out in the way it went in. All right.
I keep saying she should be saying this. She should be bringing this to it. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't think Nathan's like going to box
But that is the one thing that I'm like so worried about. I'm like, if he messes up your nose, I'm gonna be fuming. Like, I will actually be fuming.
Yeah, she loves my nose, but
I've already I've warned him when I see Nathan in the gym. I was like, "Oh, you better watch yourself."
I love that. I've never quite heard
I know.
Like a call out quite like it.
I know. That's what I mean. I was like, so she said it, and she said it in such a way like he was going to listen and go, "Oh yeah, actually, you know what? I won't hit his nose now." I was just miss his face.
Yeah, Erica, I
And
hear
she came
you.
close to the camera. I thought, oh, she's going to be serious. She looked right deep down. I
Yeah.
thought, oh, God, well, here we go. And, and then it didn't quite deliver it how I was
Yeah.
expecting. Last question from you, Jordan, for you. Have you got a message for all your fans and supporters that are coming to support you? And then we can let you go and go and enjoy your evening and relax before the fight. So what's your message to the
He's
fans?
going to get a haircut.
I'm actually off to go to the barbershop to get a haircut at 10 o'clock at night. But the barber's doing me a favour, you see. I mean, I had it cut the other week, but I thought I've got to get it super fresh for a press
You got to be
conference and fight
looking
night.
good. Have you got a message for the fans?
Yeah, just basically tune in to the pay-per-view. It's £9.99, but think of it, you're getting a real good night of entertainment, but you're also helping us donate to charity. £10,000 I can give to charity if we get 10,000 buys on the pay-per-view. But not only that, I wish I could tell you some of the celebrities we've got coming, but we've got some of the biggest names coming in like the influencer world. And not only that, you're going to have entertainment in the ring. You're going to have Paul steal the show beforehand, but then you're going to have me. You're either going to see me embarrass myself and you're going to imagine Luke laughing at home watching on the sofa, or you're going to see me do the business on someone and everyone think, well, that's why Luke wasn't brave enough to turn up. Either Luke got it wrong and he should have turned up because he'd have beat me, or I'm going to make Luke look like a coward because he knows he was going to get beat up. So I'd say tune in because there's plenty of reasons to.
And me.
Yeah.
And you're going to have Erica's
in my nice outfit.
You're going to have Erica's outfit ringside as well.
Yeah.
For that.
Yeah, brilliant. Listen, thank you so much. I don't want to take much more of your time. I really appreciate you guys coming on. I shall see you tomorrow. I'll see you Friday as well. Best of luck. May the best man win. Erica, look after him.
I will.
And I will see you guys soon. Take it easy.
Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.